of Israel advocacy, my joke, which I constantly say, is that they tried to train me twice in the David Project, and both times we had a slight problem with it. Both times we had a slight problem with it because what had happened is the first time they canceled the conference, the second time they canceled the conference. They're trying a third time now to train me, and I don't know if it's going to happen or not. But what the key is that the David Project really is a guide for Israel advocacy, especially on college. And like we said, that this entire semester is really a guide towards college campus life. And what we're going to be dealing with here is questions of Israel advocacy, how we can advocate for Israel, what are the simple facts that we can use, and what strategies can we employ in order to successfully advocate for Israel. Well, I want to take something out. Okay. So here we go. What? So the David Project is really, it's a think tank, the group in Boston that made a curriculum that deals with Israel advocacy.
I thought it was a project we had to do.
No, you don't have to do the David Project. The David Project, what the David Project is it's a curriculum learning about Israel advocacy, and specifically Israel advocacy on campus. Cool. We spoke about last time we met, which was on Tuesday, that our lead-in was that Haman said a huge amount of Lashon Hara. 10 different ways of Lashon Hara, the number 10 signifying a lot of exactly completion.
A complete set, right?
Excellent. You're a star pupil.
All right.
Excellent. Way to go. So 10 means a complete set of wholeness. And Haman said all this huge amount of Lashon Hara about the Jewish people. In the same way, you're going to find on college campuses there's a huge amount of information and misinformation. People think bad stuff about Israel. What we're going to deal with right now is the beginning of an approach to learn how to deal with that.
What is advocacy?
Excellent.
When you advocate for something,
when you're for a favor of something, you try to speak on behalf of it, to support it.
Okay.
You know what it is.
I told you that.
I didn't understand what you said.
That means to learn, number one, to be informed about Israel policy, about a little bit about Israel politics. That's number one. And number two, to be able to advocate, to stand up for Israel on a college campus.
Okay.
So I guess the first thing that we're going to start off with, really the question is that we've noticed very, very recently a huge amount of, number one, anti-Semitism, and number two, anti-Zionism all over the place over the last 5 or 6 years, actually 7 years already. It really probably starts and goes back to what I'm looking for, the Camp David Accords in 2000. Can anybody identify these three guys on the screen?
Bill Clinton.
Let's slow down and raise our hands. Well, wait. Yeah.
The left is Ehud Barak. He was former Prime Minister of Israel.
Very good. Me.
Bill Clinton.
Bill Clinton. And who's the last guy?
He's president.
Yasser Arafat.
Yasser Arafat.
Over the year.
He was president of PLO and PA.
Yeah, the PLO, the PA. He went from being a terrorist to being to being a statesman. As funny as that sounds, he became a statesman.
A statesman that fought the terror.
Exactly. So what's significant? What's significant about the 2000 Camp David Accords?
They pretend to be friends.
There was a great amount of peace talks that took place, and Ehud Barak offered about 90%